Namaste from Vedic Sanskriti School on this beautiful occasion of Makara Sankranti, also called as Pongal, Lodi, Bihu, and many other names. It has been a very important festival in India, and sometimes it lasts for many days, 4 to 5 days, and even for a month. And of course, it falls on a fixed date, that is 14th January by the Gregorian calendar. That is a bit unusual because most of our festivals go by the lunar calendar. So, as you know, probably our Vedic calendar, classical calendar, is very scientific. We were very strong in astronomy, that our calendar went by lunar months, about 28 days that a moon takes to orbit around the sun, but it somehow coincides with the solar year, the 365 days that the Earth takes to make one full orbit of the sun. So the reason, the way it does it, is there are certain leap years when an extra lunar month is added, which happened last year in 2020 also. We saw that one lunar month was added. That's why Deepavali came in the month of middle of November. So next few years, Deepavali will shift, come to even middle of October, and then again one more month will be added. So that's how it. There is a Ved mantra in Rigved, Dwadash Padayash Chakyamekam. Means the earth makes one full round, Chakyamekam, and this is a wheel with 12 spokes. So there is a, in the Vedic age, our scientists, rishis were familiar with these things. So what they noticed is, of course, the earth makes a slant of about 20 degrees. That gives rise to all kind of seasonal variations. And this is very interesting here, that this coincides with the sun entering into what is called Makara Rashi, that is a Capricorn zodiac sign. And it coincides with winter solstice. That is a day in the northern hemisphere, the smallest day, shortest day, and longest night. So Makar Sankranti is the onset of days will be now longer. So the peak of the winter is over. And if you have been careful, like I have been watching, my window faces the east, and every morning the sun was shifting to the right direction towards the sun, towards the south. And now with Makar Sankranti, that's what winter solstice is about. It's now, of course, on 23rd December or so, but that is a long story. Why in Gregorian calendar it shifts by one day in every 72 years or so, etc. So there must have been a time that Makar Sankranti was coinciding with Capricorn winter solstice. But now it's 14th January these days. Anyway, let's not go into that detail. The point I was trying to make is, from Makar Sankranti, the sun will now move in the northward direction. That means the days will be longer, and that is a good news. After the harsh winter, everybody is looking forward to more sunlight, and that's why this is a very important festival, and it's called as, up till now, the last 6 months were Dakshinayan, and now it is the start of what is called Uttarayan. The sun will move northward if you see early morning towards the east. So that is what is the astronomical relevance of it. It's also the harvest season. So that also brings new crops coming, and that is always festival mood, everybody is happy. So these are the occasions that reflect why Makar Sankranti is so important. I'd like to say a few words on the word Sankranti. This is a compound word with prefix sam. Sam is what is called samyakarthe, when everything is well done, properly done. And Kranti is a word, and I think you are familiar with a similar word, Shanti. So both Shanti and Kranti are etymologically, from grammar's point of view, are quite similar. The Shanti comes from the root shamu, which makes things peace. And this is interesting. Kranti means when it is peaceful, but there is a crossover. So the crossover in this case is the sun is entering from one zodiac sign to another. But of course, it's a peaceful Kranti doesn't mean it has to be a violent evolution. It's a changeover, but it is a natural, governed by the Ishwar's natural laws, but is having very peacefully. So that is what is the original term of Sankranti. The sun is entering to another zodiac sign, so but is maintaining the calm and that what we are familiar with, Shanti Path mantra. All that is same. If we were not told by scientists, we wouldn't even know it, except for what I described, the sun going, having reached to its southern extremum point, now begins the backward journey. That's only what the layperson can see. So I was talking that it is also with the onset of harvest, and that's why there is a particular thing you will hear most is till and good, that's sesame and jaggery. So there are a lot of preparations made and many other things. So it's basically a time for food and fun, and it's outgoing, because the sun is there. Let's take more sunlight. That so we absorb, the body absorbs sunlight, good for vitamin D, and that can be stored by the body for a long time. So this is the time when a lot of outdoor activities symbolically begin. One of them is kite flying, of course, and girls make nice rangolis outside. So these are things people like to come out in the open sun, and that makes it. There are a lot of village fairs are organized, and where the animals are decorated as well as displayed. And because cows and bulls are very important for agriculture, so some sort of a there is an affinity to agriculture and these animals. And also girls and boys and girls both probably, they like to feed to these cattle and animals. That's some sort of Bali Vashvadev Yajna. Talking about Yajna, because there is new harvest, so there is the best way to start consuming new harvest is always to distribute with your friends and neighbors and elders, teachers, etc. So that is best done through the Agni. So that's where Agnihotra comes into picture. So Yajna, where you put in the uh, new food grain. Principally, it is the rice and til, what is called sesame. So that sort of a thing is very often. Another thing important is from lunar month point of view, this is called as Paush Mas, and next is Magh. So Paush and Magh are coming together around this time. The term Paush is very important. This is with the Poshan. So this is nutrition. So Paush Mas is the time when you eat rich and nutritious food, because that is metabolism is very good, and it is likely to stick to your body for the next few months. Body will absorb it. So this is a time to eat good and nutritious food, and that's what is done. People share til and good, what is called. The sweets, different preparation made out of that. The symbol is til is For sesame is for nutrition, health, and good is sweet, the jaggery. So as if you eat well and speak sweet. So that is the motto. That is the message in this Makara Sankranti. So there are many things happening everywhere in the country, including going out, taking bath in rivers, and Kumbh Mela is such an event. So finally, it is mostly happy, happiness, display of that, sharing food and other things, dressing well, just to have fun and food, with a sense of gratitude to Ishwar and our cattle, animals, the earth, the rivers, waters, and going out and just being with the nature and enjoying the time. So I hope everybody in our Vedic Sanskriti school, VSS family, will have a very good time and celebrate Makar Sankranti, Pongal, Lodi, Bihu, and in whichever form you like it. Thank you very much. Namaste.